Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field. As we have one out already, I'm a little slow getting up. Too early in the morning for me. So we're in the second here. Karasuk, the pitcher, drew a walk and got thrown out stealing. Nice play by the catcher, Giordano. And this is Ezreal Taguium. Salem Academy against the Tech. The Tigers of the Tech against the Navigators, which is they're getting started. The Navigators will play here pretty soon. Semi-pro team. This is Salem Academy Navigators. High for a ball. It hit him. So he gets first base with the hit batsman. Check swing foul going to the backstop. Jacob Redican, the shortstop, is the hitter. Goes the other way and hits in the left field for a base hit. So that throw going to second base, stealing looms big right now. Instead of at least the bases loaded or maybe 1-0, there's 1 out and 2 on for Keegan LeClaire, the catcher. Jack trying to make it 3 in a row here at Fraser Field. They swept the doubleheader against Kip. This being Saturday morning, they swept it Thursday. In first strike. Foul ball. Just hooked foul as it got to the first base bag. They get 1, they won't get 2. So Clear reaches 6-4. So 2 outs now as Taguian moves over to third on the play. First and third with 2 outs for Gavenchi Pirtle. Da Vinci Pirtle is the center fielder. Will McCaffrey trying to get out of the inning on the mound. In for a strike. Way high inside. In on the hands, he swung right through it. So Salem Academy gets runners at first and third. The big play was the throw of the steal. Would have been a bigger inning. They probably would have scored, but they kept off the board. The one hit. And Tech will have a chance to get on the board first. It'll be Josh Healy, the left fielder, leading off. Kobe Buckland, shortstop, bats second. Batting third and playing first base, Ben Tartarini. Dom Giordano, the catcher, bats in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth and pitching, Will McCaffrey. The second baseman, Wes Morales, hits number 6. Playing center field, batting seventh, Tyler Maynard. Nice to see him back. He got banged up a little bit in the game a couple of days ago. Jared Payon, the third baseman, hits 8th. And Roman Valdez, the right fielder, will hit number 9. Lynn Tech 7-4. Salem Academy 5-8. I get a reacquaintance with Jeremy Polonia, the assistant coach of Salem Academy. Back in the day when he was playing, I got to talk about him on TV a little bit. We have a big event coming up this being Saturday, a week from tomorrow, Sunday, May 22nd at the Classical Auditorium. We will have the 13th annual TV 15 All-Star Party, where medals and T-shirts will be given out. Athens, Boston Street are going to supply snacks. Nice for Athens to get involved with the community and back to kids. They do a great job. The place, outstanding food at Athens. And of course, Harrington Trophy will come up with the medals and the medals and the T-shirts. This will be the biggest we've ever had because we're including every sport imaginable, including wrestling and crew and lacrosse. And the last count, we had over 150 young men and women who are going to be honored. Josh Shelley, the left fielder, will lead it off. Up and away for a ball. Jacoby Casanelli Tarasuic is on the mound. They always do this to me. They don't put Smith or Brown. It has to be Jacob Casanelli Tarasuic. Why isn't he playing right field instead of pitching? Make it easy on me. In for a strike. Those 2 games against Kip, Tech had a big comeback in the bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 7th actually, to pull that one out. Second one was, there were 2 5-inning games. The second one was called at the end of 4 because you couldn't see anybody out in the field. The fog was so thick. Swing and a miss. Full day here. Coming up after this one will be English and Gloucester. English will be back in the Northeastern Conference. Missing wide, goes to the backstop. So both teams start the game with a walk. Colby Buckland, the shortstop, will be the hitter. Few loyal fans here on Saturday, and a good they got him picked off, and they throw it away. They had him dead. I thought it was going to be the same scenario. Throw the runner out in the base pass like Salem Academy was thrown out. Instead, they throw the ball away. So on the error, Kelly reaches second base. He's in scoring position with nobody out. Missing wide for a ball. Up and away for a ball. In for a strike. In for a strike. Center field is extremely shallow. Runner takes off for third. They throw it into left field, but he's not going to be able to score because he went head first and he's down. He went hard into the bag and he's down, not getting up. He's up now. Hopefully he's okay. I think he came to a sudden stop when he hit the third base bag, so he wasn't able to score. But he's at third with nobody out. Hit foul past third base. Swing and a miss, he gets him. Chased that one a little bit. Ben Tantarini, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Hit foul back and out of play. Just feels strange to look over and see the parking lot at Manning Field empty, because there's usually something going on both fields all day, every day. Manning has got lacrosse and field hockey, and they got a men's flag football league. They got everything going over there. High and tight for a ball. Center fielder drifting back over the shoulder, makes the catch. The run will score easily. Center fielder Pirtle was playing shallow, but he got a good jump, went back. Tatarini hit that well. Second out, but he gets an RBI. Selly scores the run from third. Tech grabs a 1-0 lead. High and tight for a ball. High again, 2-0. Out of the strike zone is 3-0. In for a strike. So the base is now empty after Selly scores from third base. And the walk extends the inning. And the pitcher, Will McCafferty, will be the hitter. Let's see if they try to get you down to the second base. He's off and running. They didn't. Don't even throw it. Throw it to third to make sure we only get second. He was on the run before the pitcher even threw the ball. He stole 2 big bases yesterday, and second one he was stealing third. They threw it in the left field. He scored the tying run. Well, Tech made that comeback the other day against Kip. Down and in for a ball. In for a strike. Here he goes, stealing third. So he's at third with 2 outs. McCafferty can help himself here. Pitcher against pitcher. On the inside corner, he didn't think so. But he got rung up. So they get the run. The walk, the error. They had the runner picked off at first base, couldn't get him down. He winds up scoring on the sacrifice fly by Giordano, by Tatarini. And it's 1-0 Tech over Salem Academy at the end of 1. Ivan Paredes, the third baseman, will be the hitter as we start the second inning. So McCaffrey has a run to work with now as he starts his second inning of work. Fishing outside for a ball. On the inside corner for a strike. Good pitch by McCafferty. That was high and inside. It would have been a ball, but it hit the bat and it went foul. So McCafferty got a little bit of help with that pitch. There's a couple of fans here for this early morning Saturday game. He checked the swing, but they called third strike anyway, and they throw him out at first base. So back-to-back strikeouts, one to end the first, one to start the second. Danny Silk, the first baseman, will be the hitter. Wide for a ball. Swing and a miss. Got his money's worth and swung right through it. Does it again. McCaffrey jumps ahead of Silk. And that's strike three. So 3 strikeouts in a row for McCafferty. 2 up, 2 down in the second inning. Brings up Riker Tagwium, the left fielder. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's related to the second baseman, Asriel Tagwium. Two quick strikes. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. 4 straight strikeouts for McCafferty. Four strikeouts in 2 innings. And for Tech, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 as we start the second inning. Gorgeous day at Fraser Field. We finally have a day when you can dress in shorts and a T-shirt, and as I said before, not wear 5 layers of clothes, not having the wind blowing 80 miles an hour. And later on, by the time English plays here, it's supposed to be up in the 80s. So it must be New England. We go from 57, 58. 2 days later, it's in the 80s. We've been waiting for this for a very long time. Coach Carroll, my good friend on the base pass. He's the dean of the umpires and helps run the clinics and in charge of the umpires. Outstanding gentleman. I apologize. I spoke to the plate umpire. I don't know his name. John Prisco is Joe Corlin, who loves to make sure he challenges me and corrects me and keeps me on my toes. Wes Morales, the second baseman, will lead it off. In for a strike from Jacoby Casanelli Tarasuic. Say that 5 times fast. Down and away for a ball. Chopper to third. Big hop. He just barely got it over there. He made that play exciting. Threw a little slow pitch softball toss over to first base. Nice stretch by Danny Schilk. Play goes 5-3 for the first out. Tyler Maynard, center fielder. I mentioned again, it's nice to see him back. He got hurt on a play at second base. Went out of the game limping. Hit to third again. That's a little better throw over there. So 2 quick outs on plays by the third baseman, Ivan Paredes. And Jared Payon, the third baseman, will be the hitter. Fishing inside. Hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder coming on. Makes the play. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Tarasuic and Salem Academy. We finished 2 in this interleague battle between Tech and Salem Academy. Tech 1, Salem Academy nothing. 9-1-2 for Salem Academy. Jonathan Moyer, the right fielder, is the hitter. And then back to the top of the order, Tarasuic. Chased that pitch for strike 2. Call third strike. The beat goes on for McCafferty. Five straight strikeouts. Tarasuic, the pitcher, drew a walk and got thrown out stealing. And that was a big play because they wound up with first and third after that. Redicane got a base hit that probably would have scored the run, but they wound up leaving runners at first and third. In for a strike. Just got a little chop, pushes it foul down the first base side. Hit in here to center field. Maynard is there to make the play. That breaks the streak of 5 straight strikeouts. Asriel Taguiam got hit by a pitch. Pops it up. Out in foul territory. Katarina just couldn't get there. Reach, just be a little bit beyond his reach. As we'll hit down the first base line. Out into short right field, foul. High for ball. High and tight for ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. To the Salem Academy second baseman. The Navigators second baseman. Chased that high pitch and swung right through it. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Down and away for a ball. Fishing inside. He retired 6 in a row before the walk. Jacob Ruddican. The shortstop is the hit. We get a base hit. His first time up. In for a strike. High and tight for a ball. Hit in a right center field for a base hit. The runner holds, and luckily he did. He almost got picked up. Redican's got his second hit, and that extends the inning, puts the tying run in scoring position for Keegan LeClaire, the catcher. He bounced into a fielder's choice, short to second, ending, or in the first inning, I should say. Off the catcher's glove, Giordano keeps it close so nobody goes anywhere. And Eddie Lewis calls time to go out and talk to McCafferty. And that brings a little conference on the mound with everybody. And almost any time you have a conference on the mound, you have a conference in the outfield. They don't want to be left out. So 2 outs, 2 on here in the top of the third. Tech leading Salem Academy 1-0. The run was unearned, but Tech will gladly accept it. So we're back to baseball. Hit. It goes right through the wickets. It looked like it might be caught in the air, and then it wasn't, and it wound up. They throw the ball to third, nobody covering second. The runner goes in. So Claire reaches on the error. Redican winds up at third. And Taglium scores the run to tie the game up. That looked like a little soft pop that was going to be caught, and it kind of handcuffed the second baseman. It bounced right at his feet, skipped right through the wickets. And then nobody covered second. And LeClaire was able to scoot into second base. They threw the ball to third. Redican was already there, and that allowed LeClaire to go to second base. So it's second and third with 2 outs. Chased that pitch. It was over his head, way inside. McCaffrey got a lot of help from Gavinci Pirtle, the center fielder. Strike 3 called. So it comes one batter late as Salem McCaffrey gets on the board. They got a hit, but it was the error that brought the run in. 2 more strikeouts. 6 in 3 innings for McCaffrey. But now Salem McCaffrey has come back to tie the game up. And as it was for Salem Academy, so shall it be for Lynn Tech. 9-1-2 in the 3rd inning. As we're now tied at 1. Roman Valdez will lead it off, the right fielder. And then back to the top of the order, Josh Seeley, Colby Buckland. So now Tech finds themselves tied at 1. And Tarasuik is on the mound, is back in the game. He started the 2nd inning, down 1-0. He starts the 3rd inning, 1-1. Down and away for a ball. Down and in for a ball. A rare Saturday morning game. Way inside for a ball. And that's ball 4. Second time in 3 innings, Tech gets the leadoff hitter on. Both times it's by a walk. Last time it was the guy coming into the batter's box, Josh Seeley. who drew the walk, and he scored the run. So Tech is hoping that Lightning can strike again. Let's see if they try to steal second base. He's got a big lead at first. High and tight for a ball. I'm guessing he's going. And he takes off. He didn't have to bunt. They had second base stolen. He got a big jump. No way they're going to be able to throw him out. But they bunted foul. And Valdez has to go back to first base. Buckland struck out swinging his first time. Sure looks like he's going again. And they thought so too, so they throw over and he dives back. He's already gone. Hit the third. No play. Did they call him out at second base? I didn't think they had a play at second. Eddie Lewis can't believe it either. They called him out at second base. I'm not sure what the Salem Academy coach is out there talking about. He got a break because it certainly looked like the runner was safe at second base. He got off and running with the pitch. He was already at second base, I thought, when he threw the ball over, but they called him out. And then they threw the ball over to first and threw it away. And Seeley was able to go to second base. And now Buckland, who struck out swinging, will be the hitter. And they get a huge jump and they steal third. They're not even looking at the base runners. They're drifting off, and as the pitcher is winding to deliver it, they're running to the bag. The catcher has no chance of throwing anybody out. Hit foul out of play. So the go-ahead run at third with one out. And again, I look at the center fielder. He's about 20 feet behind second base. I don't think I've ever seen a center fielder play that shallow. It's almost like softball distance. Down and away for a ball. Although he did make a nice play on Tatarina's sacrifice fly. He had to go back and he chased it and ran it down. But you don't want to do that all day. Pitching from the stretch. They shortened up in the infield for Salem Academy. Way up over the head of Buckland. Hit behind first base. First baseman makes the play. The runner's going to tag up and score. Good hustle by Steele, who scores his second run. Pop up behind first base. His momentum carried him back into right field. So on the pop up to first base, Buckland gets an RBI. It winds up a sacrifice fly. So Tech gets their lead back. Tatterini pops it up. In foul territory, the pitcher tracks it down. The third baseman was looking for it, couldn't find it, and his son, the pitcher, Tarasui, makes a very nice play. So the leadoff walk, along with an error on a force play, they don't get a hit, but they score a run, and Tech gets their lead back. We played 3 here in this interleague battle, and it's 2-1 Tech. 6, 7, and 8. Ivan Paredes leads it off. Takes the pitch for a strike. He was called on a strikes, and the ball got away. They had to throw him out at first base. His one trip. He gets the bunt down. They throw him out. I thought the umpire was going to say foul. Nice job by Giordano getting quickly out from behind the plate and making the play. That out goes 2-3. Danny Silk, the first baseman, struck out swinging. That one goes to the backstop, low on the side. High for a ball. Swing and a miss. 2 on the count to the Salem Academy first baseman. Up and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. And that's ball 4. So the tying run goes to first base here in the top of the 4th. Rika Taguiam, the left fielder, was the hitter. He struck out swinging. His one trip. They shortened up at third base, expecting a bunt. Peyon. Swing and a miss. That was by him when he swung at that pitch. He swings and misses again. Was Bobbitt talking to his hitter. Missing inside. Up and away for a ball. Now timeout Giordano wants to talk to his pitcher. They're ahead of Cagliam. Now the last couple of pitches have been out of the strike zone. Chop to his third, foul. Swings through the pitch. McCaffrey keeps his streak alive. He's got at least one strikeout in every inning. That's his 7th. High for a ball. Jonathan Moya, the right fielder, was called out on strikes. His one trip. That was part of that 5 straight strikeouts that McCaffrey had. 1 to end the first, 3 in the second, and 1 to start the third. Wide for a ball. In for a strike. High over his head for ball 4. So it's right, left here in the top of the 4th. And out, a walk, and out, a walk. And it brings Eddie Lewis out of the dugout once again. And once again, we get a conference on the mound. So that gets us the conference in the outfield. Top of the order, the pitcher, Jacoby Casanelli Tarasuic. He's walked and flied to center field. And he's got a chance to get himself back in the game with a runner in scoring position. With Tech leading it 2-1 here. Eddie was doing a very good job with this Tech team. Takes over, this being his first year. He's doing a very nice job. That goes to the backstop, and that's going to make it a little dicier for Tech. So now it's second and third. That takes away the forcing any base on a ground ball. In for a strike. So Tarasuic can really help himself. If he gets a base hit here, he can put his team out in front. On the inside corner for a strike. Tarasuic one swing away from changing the game. McCaffrey one strike away from getting out of a jam. Popped up. The catcher, Giordano, makes the little basket catch. That's not an easy play. He's chasing the ball. The ball's not coming to him, but he made a nice defensive play, a little basket catch. And Salem Academy threatens, but the pop-up to the catcher gets Tech out of the inning, leaving runners at second and third. and it stays 2-1 Tech halfway through the ball game. And it will be the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. As we'll start the bottom of the fourth. Tech looking for their 8th win. I think they only play 18 games, so if they win this one, they'll be 1 game away from qualifying for the state tournament. The sad part about that is they might wind up in the same spot that the football team wound up in, having to go to Hoosac Valley 3.5 hours away to play a game. Because it's now statewide, not north, south, east, and west. It used to be the records count, you would be seeded by record, but now the record is not as important as your schedule, the league you play in. Your record gets you qualifying for the tournament, but it doesn't necessarily get you up in the top echelon. We saw that last year with the classical volleyball team that was soccer team and went 13-2 and were ranked 36th and had to play on the road a long way away. One of the girls' volleyball teams from another area had to go to Nantucket, take a boat across to the island, play the game, and then take a boat back, and the school had to pay for it. Tom Giordano, who made that nice defensive play to end the top of the inning, takes the pitch for a strike. Swing and a miss. I'm still not a fan of the total. I like total state tournament, but I wish they could do it like East and West and then have like the NBA and then play the East, West in the championship final or even the semifinals before you have to travel all over the country. Hit off the third baseman, can't make the play. He's going to reach on the error. Will McCaffrey was called out on strikes his first trip. That just exploded into the belt buckle of the third baseman. He had it, bobbled it, couldn't pick it up. And here's the steal of second. They get no chance. They throw the ball away, but they're not even looking at the base runners. They're getting halfway off to the next base before the pitcher even throws the ball. The catcher, LeClaire, has no chance at all to throw anybody out. High and tight for a ball. Giordano last time stole second and stole third and got stranded there. So don't be surprised if he steals third base, or he at least tries to. They're squaring to bunt, trying to draw the third baseman in. And they step off, trying to keep Giordano close. Down the way, nice stop by the catcher, LeClaire. In for a strike. First baseman charging way in at first base. In for a strike again. Taking off for third, swinging and missing for strike three, in with a stolen base. Again, a big jump. Giordano's got his fourth stolen base. He's at third with one out. For West Morales, who grounded out third to first. Salem Academy brings their infield in. Pitch up and away for a ball. Parking lot at Manning starting to fill up a little bit. It looks like we might have something going on over there, a little later start than this one. In for a strike. That one went behind Morales. He had to jump almost onto home plate to get out of the way of that one. It was behind him in the batter's box. High for a ball. And it's ball four. Morales draws a walk. I noticed the big yellow bus pulling up over at Maine, so I'm guessing there's a lacrosse game getting ready to go on over there. So first and third for the Tigers with one out. Tyler Maynard grounded to third. His one trip. They back up a little bit at short and second, hoping maybe for a double play. Shortened up at third and first. They got the runner picked off. They tag him out, but the run scores. The run scores on the play. They knew the runner was going. They picked him off. They did a good job, but they allowed Giordano to score the run. So Tech has got a little more breathing room. So now there's 2 outs with nobody on. High for a ball. In for a strike. In for a strike. hit off the foot of Maynard. He doesn't want to do that. He get hurt. Thursday was limping. He doesn't want to hit it off his foot. Popped up. Shortstop makes the one-handed catch. So in a kind of a bizarre fashion, we played 4 innings. Tech does not have a base hit, and they're leading 3-1 over Salem Academy at the end of 4. 2, 3, and 4 for Salem Academy as they now find themselves trailing by 2 runs. Asriel Taguiam takes a strike. He hasn't been up officially yet, but he scored a run. He got hit by a pitch and drew a walk. Swings through that pitch in on the hands. Strange game. Salem Academy is out hitting Lynn Tech 2-0 in hits, but they're losing 3-1. Hits that one foul up in the seats. High for a ball. Waves at the pitch for strike 3. So again, he keeps his record intact, at least 1 in every inning. Eight strikeouts for McCafferty. And Jacob Redican is perfect. He's singled twice. He's got both hits for Salem Academy. He's the only player on the field with a hit. Two and 0 as both pitches are up and away. In for a strike. Hit in the air. Left fielder didn't see it. He lost it in the sun, and it might have hit him. He lost sight of it. It's going to be a double. And I don't know if it hit him in the head or hit him someplace. Let's hope that the left fielder, Sally's going to be okay. Eddie Lewis and the trainer hustling out. He was there. He was able to looking to make the play, and all of a sudden, he kind of shielded his eyes. We haven't had that problem this entire season, but the sun blinded him, lost it, and I don't know where it hit him, but it hit him. He's up, walking around. Thank God he's okay. But Redican will get his 3rd hit. At the last second, he just threw his glove up trying to shield the eyes from the sun. And you could see it make contact. And he's up. Hey, Lewis is coming back, so thank God he's okay. Trainer's still checking him out. One thing to worry about is maybe a possible concussion. Hitting him up around the head area. So it looked like an ordinary play, and then all of a sudden the glove went up to block the sun. And then it hit him. And the center fielder Maynard had to track the ball down. Mario Giordano will go to right field. The right fielder, Valdez, will go to left field. So for the second game in a row, Tech player has to come out of the game. He came out reluctantly. He didn't want to come out. Line shot into right field for a base hit. The run is going to score. So LeClaire, the catcher, gets a base hit. Salem Academy gets a little closer. Givenchy Pirtle, the shortstop, has struck out twice. He takes the pitch for a strike. Waves at that pitch. Held his breath to see if the umpire was going to call it a strike. He started swinging, held back, and the ball just missed. That one's in for strike three. Two away. Ivan Paredes, the third baseman, struck out, being thrown out at first base. Last time up, he popped it out in front of the plate, and Giordano, I have to say Dom Giordano, because there's two of them in the game now, made the nice defensive play out in front of the plate with the basket catch for the out. Low for a ball. High and tight, they steal second base. So the tying run in scoring position with two outs here in the fifth. In for a strike. That one goes to the backstop, and the tying run gets a little closer. That was a major league wild pitch. That was way outside the left-handed hitter's batter's box. Giordano had no chance to go get that one. Now he comes out and talks to his pitcher. Don't do that again. The tying run's at third base. Swing and a miss, and they tag him. So he strikes out the side, but in between he gives up I have to say gave up the double. It was actually aided by the Sun double. And Salem Academy gets a little bit closer as they get the run with two hits. Strikes out the side for the second time. 10 strikeouts in 5 innings for McCafferty. And it's 3-2 Tech as we go into the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Tigers. And Salem Academy just won't go away. We mentioned the big All-Star party coming up on the 22nd at the auditorium at Classical. All 4 high schools represented. Athens on Boston Street, most generously donating snacks, drinks for everybody that shows up. Well over 100 athletes, young men, young women being honored. Thanks to the hard work of Superintendent Patrick Tutwiler and the generosity of Harrington Trophy, Marty and Kevin Harrington, and of course Athens generously getting behind and sponsoring the outstanding event. And we'll also have the Dougie Mullins tournament coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today will be the consolation in the final of the Dougie Mullins tournament. The first of the young man, former athlete at Classical, head coach at Lynn English, passed away way too soon. We lost an outstanding young man very early. And he'll be honored that weekend. Jacob Payon, fly to right field, his one trip. Takes the pitch for a strike. High and away for a ball. Up and away again. Up and away yet again. On 4 pitches. Payon draws a walk. Five walks given up by Tarasuik, and that brings Coach Polonia, the assistant coach, out to talk to Tarasuik. Roman Valdez walked his one trip. We might see small ball here. We might see Eddie Lewis calling for a bunt. Shortened up at third, expecting a bunt. They throw over. Payon dives back. Anybody reaching first is virtually automatically a double. They've been stealing bases all day long because they've been getting a huge jump. They got a big lead off the bag. I don't think there's any question he's going. And he doesn't have to. The ball gets away, goes to the backstop. So the pass ball moves the runner over to second base. In for a strike. First baseman almost able to shake hands with Valdez as he came charging in. They're leaving the third baseman back. Swing and a miss. No bunt there. Wild for a ball. Popped up. It bounces. Shortstop gave way to the left fielder. He had no chance of making the play. That's the first hit for Tech. And it's just a little pop-up. Shortstop probably had a play on the ball. Gave way to the left fielder, and he couldn't get to it. It was only about 5 or 6 feet out in the outfield grass. So 2 on, nobody out. This is Mario Giordano. Catcher automatically threw the third thinking the runner was going. The runner didn't go thinking the ball was foul. Giordano went into play right field, replacing Kelly, the left fielder. He switched outfielders around. Up and away for a ball. And that goes to the backstop. Catcher had no chance to get that one. So second and third with nobody out. Tech looking to add to a 3-2 lead after Salem Academy just sliced the lead to 3-2. Hit in the air. Center fielder makes the play. Throws the plate. Out at the plate. What a play by the center fielder. Redican took it away from the left fielder, threw a strike to the plate. The catcher Leclerc made the nice tag. So 2 outs. Valdez moved over to third. Colby Buckland is struck out. And he had a little pop-up that was just about 2 steps on the grass in right field. First baseman had it. His momentum carried him a couple of steps further, and the runner from third was able to tag and score. He got an RBI on the pop-up to first base. Down and in, nice job by Leclerc, to pick that and not let it go to the backstop. So a big hitter for both teams with the score 3-2, a runner at third and 2 outs. Outstanding play by the center fielder, Redican, with a great throw. Up and away for a ball. in for a strike. Hit foul out of play. Big pitch coming up. It's high for ball 4. Ben Tatarini hit a sacrifice fly his first time up. Pop to the pitcher. Tarasukal made a great play running in foul territory, heading towards the Tech dugout, making a nice running play on a pop-up in foul territory. We've seen some nice defense. Giordano behind the plate. Pitcher Tarasukal, the great play by the center fielder, Redicon. Making a long run virtually in front of the left fielder, all the way to left field from center field, and then threw the runner out at home. The runner takes off, they let him go. Automatic. If you're on first, you're automatically on second. Hit in the left field for a base hit. That's going to score 2. Now he slipped coming around third and has to hold up, so it will be 1 run. Buckland was going, but he kind of misstepped coming around third and had to stop. Dom Giordano has walked, reached on an error, and scored a run. So he's 0 for 1, but he scored a run. They faked to third, hoping they can pick the runner off at first. They did that before, and they did it successfully, but it cost them a run because the runner at third scored when they tagged the runner out going to second base. Hit foul up in the seats. High for a ball. Down and in for a ball. Up and away for a ball. So they got a break with the fly out, throw out, but then they gave up the walk that extended the inning. And it cost him because Tatarini got his second RBI with the base hit. So every time Salem Academy creeps within a run, Tech scores another one. They did it with base hits in this inning. They got their first 2 hits in the inning here. And one of the hits knocked in a run. Hit foul to third base. Hit in the air to left center field. Off the glove of the center fielder. He almost made another great play. Giordano with the double and the RBI. I can't give the center fielder an error on that play. He ran a long way and almost made a tremendous catch. He ran it down and it was just off his glove. Hit way up in the air. Everybody shading their eyes. The third baseman finally makes the play. So Tech finally gets their base hits. They didn't have a hit coming into the 5th. They get a few of them, 3 of them. The big double by Giordano knocks in 2. They put 3 up on the board. They now lead it by a score of 6-2 over Salem Academy. 7, 8, and 9 for Salem Academy as we start the 6th inning. Danny Silk, the first baseman, has struck out and walked. And the new pitcher is Ben Tartarini as he throws the pitch for a strike. So he'll go to the mound, and McCafferty will go to first base as we start the 6th inning. In for a strike. So McCafferty went 5 innings, gave up 2 runs. 1 earned, 1 unearned. Gave up 4 hits. Strike 3 called. Walk 3 hitter battle. One of the walks scored. Struck out 10. Swing and a miss. This is Gamel Rogerio. Waves at the first 2. He's pinch hitting for Taguiam. Just inside. Chop to short. Kobe Buckland makes the play. 6-3 for the out. 2 up, 2 down. This is Jonathan Moya, the right fielder. Swing and a miss. He was called on strikes and drew a walk. That one goes to the backstop. In for a strike. Hit foul back. Late swing, hits it almost in the Salem Academy dugout, just past. Two strikeouts in the inning, a 1-2-3 inning for Taratini. Or Tatarini, I should say, excuse me. And Salem Academy is down to their last 3 outs as we'll move into the bottom of the 6th inning. That little 3-run inning has boosted Tech's chances of picking up their 8th win. They go 8-4. And if they play 18, they'll be 1 game away from officially qualifying for that trip to Neverland. So Tech got their first 3 hits. They were hitless. They were leading 3-2 and didn't have a hit the first 4 innings. They finally got 3 on the board, the big double by Giordano, and it was almost taken away. The center fielder, Jacob Redican, almost made another great play. He made a great play with cutting in front of the left fielder and throwing the runner out at home plate. And then he almost made a great play on Giordano's hit deep to left center field. And it's now Jacob Redican who's now on the mound pitching the 6th inning for Salem Academy. So Tarasuik went 5, gave up the 6 runs. Two of them, first 5 of them were earned, 1 unearned. He walked 5. Struck out 3. Gave up the 3 hits in that 5th inning. In for a strike. This is Wes Morales, the second baseman leading off. Grounded out and walked. Wide for a ball. Sharply hit in the right field for a base hit. So Morales is on for the second time. And it brings up Eddie Lewis. Not the coach. The coach is not hitting. This is young Eddie Lewis. He's hitting for Tyler Maynard. Wide for a ball. Waves at that pitch. Swings through for strike two. So the first out is a swinging strikeout. Going to bring up Jacob Payon, who flied to right and walked. In for a strike. On the inside corner. Down and in. Had Payon doing a little soft shoe dance to get out of the way of that one. And he danced out of the way with that one for ball four. So 2 on for Eli Christensen, who will pinch hit for Roman Valdez. Sliding back head first in the second was Morales. Ooh, the umpire is getting after the teams. Just said white talks to white, green talks to green. No more warnings. In for a strike. He directed that to the Tech dugout, not the Salem Academy dugout. Down and in for a ball. Swing and a miss. Waves at that pitch for strike three. Two away. So a hit, a strikeout, a walk, a strikeout here in the sixth inning. Mario Giordano. He went in. They moved everybody. He went in. When Charlie got hurt, they took him out to left fielder. They put Giordano in. He went in to play right field. So right fielder went to center field. What a play by the second baseman. Asriel Taguiam takes a base hit away from Giordano. He went high in the air. That ball was going into the right field. Would have been a hit and an RBI. It says the third out of the inning. We're through six. 3 outs away. Tech from their eighth win. They need 3 outs. They lead 6-2 over Salem Academy at the end of 6. Tatarini looking to nail it down for the Tigers as he starts his second inning of work in relief of McCafferty. Tech gave themselves a lot of breathing room when they finally got their 3 base hits in the fifth inning and scored 3 to break open a 3-2 game to make it 6-2. And that's where we are as we start the last inning. Top of the order as it's tapped. Tatarini with the little flip to the first baseman. The coach at first is saying, Poloni is saying he wasn't out, he was safe. Just a little tap. Tatarini took a little stroll down the first base line to make the play. Made that play interesting. 1 pitch, 1 out. Asriel Taguiam, who made that very nice defensive play, picking that line drive, going to his left and high over his shoulder, picking it off. Would have been a base hit and an RBI. Instead, it was the third out. He got hit by a pitch, walked and scored. Last time up, he struck out. Hits it into left field for a base hit. Salem Academy is out hit. Tech 5-4. Jacob Redican. He's perfect. He got 2 singles and a double. He scored a run. His double was that hit to left field that Charlie went back and they're not going to get him. And they throw it away at second base. So Redican's got his 4th hit. First and third for Salem Academy with 1 out. That I start to say the double by Redican was the fly ball to left field that Charlie was there and had it at the last minute, had to block his eyes from the sun, and the ball hit him. And he wound up being taken out of the game. Second straight game, Tech has had a player have to leave the park. A little love tap over the shortstop's head. Everybody had to wait to see if it would be caught. So 3 straight hits. Gets him on the board. And Salem Academy, it's a weak pulse, but they have a pulse. It's 6-3, and the tying run is at home plate. This is not Gavinci Pirtle. It's Charlie Lara, pinch hitting. Popped up off the backstop. The runner takes off for third, swung on and missed for strike 3. So Salem Academy down to their last out. Ivan Paredes has struck out, being thrown out by the catcher, popped to the catcher, and struck out. In for a strike. Strike 3 called. So he strikes out the last 2 batters. And that big 3-run inning put it away for Tech as they win it by a score of 6-2 over Salem Academy. Tech it on the board in the first inning, a walk to Shelley. They had him picked off. They threw the ball away. He wound up at second. He stole third, scored on the sacrifice fly by Ben Tartarini. It was 1-0. Salem Academy tied it up. Taguian drew a walk, went to second on a single by Redican, and scored on an infield error to make it 1-1. Tech got their lead back in the third. Shelley reached on the fielder's choice, went to second on an error, stole third, scored on the sacrifice pop up to first base by Colby Buckland. That made it 2-1. They made it 3-1. Giordano reached on an error, stole second, stole third. They picked Morales, who had walked off at first base, but while they picked him off, Giordano scored the run to make it 3-1. Salem Academy got back in it. A double Redican, an RBI single by Leclerc made it 3-2, and then Tech broke it open with the 3 runs getting their first hits. A walk to Payon, a base hit by Valdez, a walk to Buckland, an RBI single by Tartarini, a 2 RBI double by Giordano, and it was 6-2, and that was the final score as they win it by a score of 6-2 for their 8th win of the season. For Tech, Shelley had a walk, reached in the fielder's choice, scored twice. Buckland had a sacrifice fly and a walk. Tartarini had a single, scored a run, and knocked in 2. Giordano had a walk, reached on an error, had a 2 RBI double, scored a run. Morales had a walk and a single. Jacob Payon walked twice. Roma Valdez had a walk and a base hit and scored a run. McCaffrey will get the win on the mound. Tartarini gets the save. Tech will get their 8th win of the season as they win it 6-2 over Salem Academy here on a rare Saturday morning game. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.